But anyway, okay, so got a segment here, folks. Andrew Yang, that's right, folks, he's back. I guess he's still in the forward party. He's still marching forward. His time moves on. Andrew Yang says Joe Rogan is not racist, then deletes tweet. And then we have a photograph of Andrew Yang. Former presidential candidate Andrew Yang stood up for Joe Rogan amid backlash over his past use of racial slurs, claiming the embattled Spotify podcast host is not racist before deleting his comments. Again, the deleting of the comments here is funny part of, the funny. Yang, 47 on Sunday, defended the Joe Rogan experience. Host, 54, over widespread criticism he's facing for anti-coronavirus vaccine remarks. Reminder to get your vaccine, you dumb motherfucker. As well as for using racial slurs almost 24 times in newly unearthed clips. Folks, it appears that Alex Jones, I'm told, some people sent me like some clips or whatever, that apparently Alex Jones is the one who's trying to sink Joe Rogan. Is that possible? Is that actually possible? Like, I'm just like, I'm really, like, I don't know, like, I don't know, but that's crazy. So anyway, Andrea Yang says, I don't think Joe Rogan is a racist. The man interacts with and works with black people literally all the time. Folks, like, I mean, like, wow. This is, okay, this is, wow. This is real bad. Like, I really, like, it's 6:20 p.m. Like, shouldn't you be, like, eating dinner with your family or something, bro? Like, I mean, like, this is real. Like, maybe, like, you know, Yang was engaging in day drinking, right? Like, maybe he was, like, you know, 4 White Claws in, and, like, you know, maybe, I'm trying to figure out how anyone would think I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, so let's follow this one. Let's do our best here. Okay. Wow. All right. I don't think Joe Rogan is a racist. The man interacts with, not only does he interact with black people, but also he works with black people literally all the time. I mean, that is, again,
that isn't what it meant.
Well, what did it mean then? Explain.
It meant that it's indicative of low-resolution thinking.
It's real bad. I mean, it really is bad. Now, you can make an argument that Joe Rogan trying to be funny and failing tremendously doesn't mean that he's evil for the rest of his life. Fine, okay. Now, I'm very curious as to why he had Jordan Peterson on like a couple weeks ago. Wasn't that like 2 weeks ago? He had Jordan Peterson on, and they had some really epic ideas when it comes to fucking race and specifically black people, right? So it's like, you know, it's not like this is like fucking, whoa, that's so long ago. Like, he still has these fucking weird ass problems, right? But again, but you can make the argument that he's just trying to be funny and he's failing, whatever. This is not that. This is like this isn't like, I mean, someone having black friends, that is like, oh, well, you know, friend implies that it's like, you know, you hang out with them, right? Like, I could, you know, there's a little, that grain of like, okay, well, it would be weird if someone was racist and, like, they, like, were hanging around black people all the time and their best friend's black, you know, I get why people would, you know, think that that's an argument that, like, you know, but this isn't even that. This is like, yeah, Joe Rogan was photographed with a black person a couple times. Like, yeah, Joe Rogan actually hired a black person to do work for him. So, what? Like, yeah. Oh, yeah. The camera panned Joe Rogan's audience during a stand-up show, and there was a black person 4 rows in. So, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's not racist. I mean, like, didn't you see that? Like, I mean, I'm sorry, man. That's brutal cringe. That is brutal fucking cringe. It is brutal cringe, folks. Like, I have to say it one more time. Brutal cringe. That is not good. But this is the follow-up here. I guess this is a follow-up. I like to believe the best of people, especially if I've met and spent time with that person. Right, okay. Sometimes it makes me miss something. I think we should have a capacity to forgive, whether a podcaster or a mayor, if they mess up, or mayor. Who's the mayor that we're forgiving here? Mayor Eric Adams? What? Maybe it's because I mess up too. I mean, like, it's okay. I mean, all right. Like, you want to end on that note? Okay. I deleted the tweet because it was wrong-headed. It also hurt people. It was wrong-headed. That's an understatement. Right? Like, that is one hell of an understatement. It was wrong-headed. Okay. It also hurt people, which is never my intent. I'm sorry. I'm learning and appreciate this motherfucker is still learning. He's 47 years old and he's still learning. I mean, you gotta love it. You know, he's like a child. His brain's like a sponge. He's constantly absorbing new information. Motherfucker's still learning. I like to believe the work I've done these past years had the goal of uplifting everyone. I mean, yeah, you would in fact like to believe that. That's true. Like, I would also like to believe that. Wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be wonderful if everything everyone did had great intentions and had great outcomes? I would love to believe that. I agree with Andrew on this one. Particularly those on the outside looking in for any reason. What, this guy's getting all fucking metaphorical here? We're on the outside looking in. Like, what, where are we? Where are you? Where am I? And why am I looking at you? Be it poverty or marginalization or race. I've always wanted to help those in with the least, the most, okay? I'm going to keep doing all I can for a more fair, equitable, and like this guy, like this motherfucker made this whole thing about him. Like, I mean, like, I'm, you know, that's, you know, you can, okay, but like, okay, so we start off with, yeah, so I deleted a couple tweets because I was a little dumb, and now it's like, I'm going to keep doing all I can for him. Like, that's incredible. I mean, like, you know, how it started versus how it's going, right? Like, we're a couple tweets in, and already this is like he's writing an autobiography. But okay, there you go. So that's Andrew Yang. Not only did Joe Rogan not have black friends, that part is implied, but also he shook the hand of a black person one time in, I think it was the 1990s, and so therefore he's not racist. Trust me, bro. Okay. Sure.